Hello and welcome to a prospecting video. Today we are going to be talking about the travelling merchant. Now this video is going to be tips and tricks on the new travelling merchant because I have done a little bit of research and I am here to share with you everything I know about the new travelling merchant. So here we go. So the first question we are going to answer is, how do I find the travelling merchant? Because this is a very important question. A lot of people have been asking this. And the travelling merchant spawns on every 45 past the hour. So every quarter to the hour. And you might be wondering, where does it spawn? Now, it can spawn anywhere on the entire map. I'll show you a couple of locations I have seen it before. So one of the locations I've actually seen this merchant before is right here. Now, if you don't know how to get to this place, you go to the Caldera Island on the waypoint. Another location, if the merchant ever says it spawns on the volcanic island, it will spawn literally right here. Right over there. I've seen it spawn there before. Then if you head to Sunset Beach, I have also seen it here, right here. And then at the Fortune River, you can also find it behind this rock right here. Boom. Now that's all the locations that I am familiar with. There might be more locations, they're just a few I know. Now the next thing we're going to be talking about is what you can actually get from the Traveller Merchant. So when you go and buy items from the Traveller Merchant, it will either give you a dollar price or a shard price. Now what I mean by that is sometimes it will allow you to buy a certain item for dollars, for money, and then you will see the same item in a different merchant for shards instead. So you can actually find every item in the travelling merchant for money. Now there is 20 items you can get from the travelling merchant. Now I'm going to list off these first 10 really quickly because they're quite useless, to be honest with you, unless you're like a new player to the game. You can get enchant books, which can save you having to get Ephrite and Overwrite. And the enchant books it can give you is Unstable, Titanic, Swift, Strong, Midas, Lucky, Greedy, Glowing, Gigantic, Forceful. Now they are all, like, I want to say the bad enchant books, because there is a lot more better ones, including 2 brand new enchants that came with the travelling merchants. So the next set of books is Divine Enchant Book, which is really good, Destructive Enchant Book, Cosmic Enchant Book, Boosting Enchant Book, Blessed Enchant Book, and Prismatic. And there's also one that's not on this list that I'm reading called Infernal. I've actually got it right now, Infernal Enchant Book. So we're going to be talking about those enchants. So you probably already know what Divine, Destructive, Cosmic, Boosting and Blessed already does. But what is Infernal and Prismatic enchants? Now if you want to get these enchant books, you can either pay shards or money for them. But the money is quite high compared to the other enchant book. Like, the lower enchant books are probably around 50 to 200 million. But these enchants can cost you from 5 billion to 20 billion. So it's a lot of money. But you can also pay shards for these as well. Like, if you want the Blessed Enchant book, that will cost you 750 shards or 200 million. Now, if you want like a Cosmic Enchant book, that will cost you 1,500 shards or $5 billion. And then Divine Enchant Book will cost you 10 billion. I'm not quite sure on the shard price of that item. I've just seen it for dollars. And then Prismatic Enchant Book, which will cost you 20 billion because it is the best enchant in the game, and I'll tell you why soon. Or you can spend 5,000 shards. And then if you want the Infernal Enchant Book, which is a little bit worse than Prismatic, but it's still very good, this one you can buy for 4,000 shards. I'm not sure on the money price because I've not actually seen the money price on that one, but if I had to guess, I would say it's around 15 billion. So there is 2 new enchants in this Traveller Merchant. You get Prismatic Enchant and Infernal Enchant. So we're going to put it on the fossilized pan. This is what the book looks like. And here we go. We have just enchanted our fossilized pan with Infernal, and here you can see the stats right now. So it can give you 80 plus luck, which is crazy, and then minus 20 capacity, but you're making it up with the 80 luck. Now we're going to talk about the prismatic enchant book. Now I'm not sure if these stats are completely correct. These are the stats I got from someone in chat that had the book. But for this book, it costs 5,000 shards, and apparently you get plus 20 capacity, plus 2 shake strength, plus 10% size boost, plus 10 luck, plus 10 shake speed, and plus 10 modifier boost. So this is an enchant that's above anything I have ever seen before. If those stats are incorrect and you know the stats exactly, then please let me know in the comments. But I'm pretty sure they are either the stats are very close. So you get like 6 different statistics. And then with Infernal, we just see you get 80 luck with minus 20 capacity. Which for 80 luck, compared to like other enchants, is amazing. So maybe some people will prefer the Infernal enchant because of the luck boost than the Prismatic. But Prismatic is better for all around enchants. Now we are going to talk about the rest of the items that you can get from the Traveller Merchant, because these items are amazing. So, you can get something called a Meteor Fragment, which if you go into the shop and take a little scroll down, you will see something called a Meteor Shower, which gives you 2 times server luck and higher Meteor Shard chance for 150 Robux. But they have now found a way for free-to-play players to get this for either shards or money. So you can find the Meteor Shards for $1 billion, or most commonly, you will find it for 1,500 shards. It used to be 400 yesterday, but it looks like they changed the price, because I did actually buy 4 of them already. But it seems the price did get changed because it was a little OP. Let's be honest, for 400 shards, you can get a Robux item. But that is one of the main things that are in the new Traveller Merchant. And then the next thing is something called a solar token. Now, a solar token will trigger a solar event. Now, if you don't know what a solar event is, if you've ever been in the game before, you would have seen these orange circles appear on the ground. We can actually spawn one now because these didn't cost me much. Solar flare. So you dig in these little orange circles, which gives you an improved size and a modify boost. Now these circles can actually spawn anywhere, so I'm going to try and find one. You can see it over there in the distance. They last for about a minute. And it just says it gives you plus modifier chance and plus size. So these solar tokens are not actually very good, and that's why they're a lot cheaper than other items. You can get the solar tokens for 600 shards or 500 million. So they are quite cheap. Now the next item on the agenda is the Traveller's Backpack. Now this item is very, very useful, because what this Traveller's Backpack does, you can actually read the description. A backpack that permanently increases your max inventory size by 25 to a maximum of 500. So when you first join the game, you will notice that your max inventory size is 500 flat. But what you can do with these Traveller Backpacks, I've already used one, that's why it's at 525. You can click them and redeem, and it gives you a plus 25 inventory size. And you can do that up to 1,000 inventory space. Now these Traveller Backpacks are not cheap. I'm just going to be redeeming all of mine now and seeing what we're up to. We're up to an inventory size of 650 now compared to 500. Now these backpacks do cost quite a lot. They cost either 500 million in dollar price, so same as the solar token, or you can buy them more commonly for 1,000 shards. And each merchant normally stocks about 3 of them. Also, the Traveller Merchant is client-sided, meaning you don't have to rush to go and get the items. The items will be there for you to get. But the Traveller Merchant is only around for like 15 minutes. It used to be half an hour, but they also changed that as well. Just balancing. pretty much. Now, the last item that you can get from the Traveller Merchant is the best item in the game, by far. It is the Perfect Reforge token. Now, if you don't know what a Perfect Reforge is, if you go to the blacksmith and have a look at, let's say I want to reforge these phoenix wings, it will tell you that you can either spend money to reforge or you can buy a Perfect Reforge for 300 Robux. Or they've added this new option called use a Perfect Reforge token. Now, the way you get a Perfect Reforge token... Oh, how do I get this? Oh, there we go. I was about to say, how do I get this off my screen? Now, you can get the Perfect Reforge token from the Traveller Merchant. It's either going to cost you $20 billion. Yes, 20 billion. Or 2,500 shards. Now, if you're actually lucky enough to find one of these Perfect Reforge tokens, I would highly suggest buying it and then using it on mythical gear. Because as you can see, I have no 100% items. And what this Perfect Reforge token does, it will make the item 100%. So it'd be running at full power. But that is everything you can buy from the new Traveller Merchant. But now, we are a few minutes away from a travelling merchant actually spawning. I do have no shards anymore because I did spend around 12 to 13,000 on just random items. But we're going to go see what it stocks for us today. So it does spawn every hour. I've said this, but it spawns every 15 minutes to the hour or every 45 minutes past the hour. Basically meaning the same thing, however you want to say it. And what I normally do is when there's only like a few minutes left until a merchant arrives, I just stand next to a waypoint totem and just wait. Because as soon as it tells me the location, I like to go over there and see what items it has in stock. Because you can get lucky and see a Perfect Reforge token, or you can get unlucky and just see a bunch of bad enchant books. So to use the Traveller Merchant, you either need to have a lot of shards or a lot of money. Or both. That will help. So the Travelling Merchant just spawned. The Wandering Trader has arrived at the Fortune River Delta. So let's head to the Fortune River Delta. We didn't actually cover this location earlier in the video, so it's quite good that it spawned here. We just need to find it now because I didn't actually know it could spawn in this location. Oh, I see it. It's right over there. So what I can see from here, it looks like a solar token and a couple of enchant books and then a backpack. So there's the Traveller backpack for 1,000 shards. There's the Midas enchant book for 750 shards. There's an unstable enchant book for 50 million. And then a solar token for 600 shards. So each time a Traveller Merchant spawns, there is 4 items that spawn with the Travelling Merchant. And the items, from what I know, are completely random. Like, you could get a solar token, or you could get a enchant book, or you could get a backpack. It is completely random. But that is going to be the end of the video. If I did get any information incorrect in this video, then I am sorry. Please let me know in the comments, because this video is released a day after the Travelling Merchant was released, so there isn't much information out there. And that's the whole reason I made this video. So if you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like. And if you really enjoyed, make sure to subscribe because we are approaching 11,000. So I'll see you tomorrow for your daily prospecting content. Goodbye.